All right, welcome back to another wee bit of a video. Today's video, we're gonna look back on the past week of the NBA because, you know, I do want to keep like a weekly kind of discussion of the state of the NBA and how things are gonna go, and look at the rankings and the leaders and all kinds of stuff. So without further ado, let's do that. Anyway, looking at the Eastern Conference, I can tell you right now, Bucks look good defensively. They just look steady. Giannis looks like Giannis. And not a whole lot more that you can say other than as a unit, they're just playing, like as a team, they're just playing really selflessly. So, like what I'm seeing from the Bucks, Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell looks deadly. Definitely got to clean up on some mistakes, like just turnovers that are unnecessary and stuff that you shouldn't be doing. But Donovan Mitchell can score at will, and he can pass and be a facilitator when he wants. And they're doing this all without Darius Garland. All-star, by the way, just in case any of y'all didn't know. So yeah, Cavaliers look great. Celtics look like Celtics. Nothing new there. Seeing JT's play right now is expected. Seeing Jaylen Brown's play is expected. Really, there's nothing unorthodox that we're seeing from the Celtics. It's all just really what you thought you'd see, which is just solid play defensively and let your two stars do what they got to do. So yeah, nothing crazy there. Raptors are funky. Like if I actually just click on their games, like you're destroying the Hawks, losing to the Sixers, beating the Sixers, beating the Heat, losing to the Heat, losing to the Nets. It's just like, what is happening? And then here you're losing, you're beating the Cavs. Raptors, I think once they get it together, I don't know. I don't even know if they will. Like it's just so inconsistent because you're beating good teams, but you're losing to teams you know you shouldn't lose to. Like I know the Nets, we should deem a good team, but they're 1 and 2 and 6. No, they're 2 and 6 right now, man. So it's like one of those things to where that's the team you definitely don't want to lose to. Sorry. Had to move my leg. Anyway, going down and looking at the Hawks, the Sixers were actually, what was their start? Like 0-3 or something dumb like that? Their start was, yeah, 0-3. Beat the Pacers, lost to the Raptors, and won 3 straight against the Raptors, the Bulls, and the Wizards. James Harden is playing really well. Just doing what he should be doing, facilitating at the right level. Had a couple of wonky games, but honestly, James Harden looks really solid. Doesn't look like his old self, but doesn't look like the last year version or the year before that. He looks solid. Tyrese Maxey also just had a blow-up game, which is pretty freaking berserk. He had like 7 or 8 threes, 7 for 11 or something like that. Had like 40-some points. I was like, damn, Maxey. Dude knows how to blow up when you need him. The Knicks, I mean, I feel like there's not really a lot to talk about with them. It's like, you know what you were getting with Jalen Brunson. You knew your team wasn't good enough to be contenders, but you're not bad enough to where you're not going to like not make playoffs or play in. So 3-3 is not a surprise at all. Bulls, Zach LaVine just took over in the fourth quarter, 20 points in the fourth quarter against the Nets yesterday. This is going to be uploaded today. So yeah, I can say yesterday. And honestly, Caruso is doing what he needs to do defensively. Dosunmu, obviously, you want to see more as the games go along, but you're seeing a lot of flashes of just potential stuff that he can do. Patrick Williams, I think, needs to become more of a rebounding person because he's just too big to not be trying to crash the boards. Obviously, you got Vucevic doing that, but Patrick Williams definitely needs to become more of a crasher. Wizards. Expected, honestly. Kristaps, Kuz, and Beal, obviously good enough to keep you competitive, but they won't be contenders. Hornets, surprisingly 3-4 with what they're working with. And honestly, I think the biggest surprise is here. We're just talking about all these teams. Okay, Pacers, by the way, Benedict Mathurin, solid player. He can definitely hit a 3. My God. A lot of it, though, I think, is him playing in the second unit and taking the time to mature and seeing how he progresses furthermore. Definitely like what you're seeing, though. And the guy is definitely athletic. And again, you can definitely hit an open 3. Heat, I think it's surprising to see at 3-5. They just beat Golden State though, which is solid for them. Nets, surprising to see at 2-6. Pistons, okay, so I know the Pistons are 2-6, and the Magic is 1-7. But let me just say this: I took time out of my day yesterday to really watch the Magic. Like I've watched, glimpses, and I've seen highlights and blah blah blah. First quarter bets, whatever. I took the time to watch the Magic game yesterday. Wow. The Magic are one of the worst teams, obviously, in the NBA. I think they're the worst team in the NBA, and it's not close. Like, it is truly disgusting. And I mean disgusting to watch Orlando Magic play. Like, if you want to watch what not to be and how not to do it, you watch the Magic. Really, you got Paolo Banchero doing his thing, getting his buckets, running up some stats, which is good because he's a rookie. You want to see him mature. And, I hear this talk about Franz Wagner, being pretty decent. Fundamentally, he looks pretty sound. Does not have touch at the rim at all. Very shaky 3-point shot. Very shaky. Jalen Suggs does not look good. Basketball IQ is really low. Wendell Carter looks great. I like what I see from him. Bol sucks. He's not good. Super scrawny out there. Doesn't crash the boards. Tries to be physical, but is not. Shot is really just shaky. Like, it's watching the Magic yesterday was just disgusting. Absolutely. Like, at least with the Pistons, you can look at them and be like, yo, Cade Cunningham is the real deal. And, you can say the same about Paolo, but Cade is, like, on another level. Jaden Ivey, yo, this guy looks really good. Bogdanovic doing what he's got to do from the 3. Beef Stew, crashing the boards, being a real physical player. Like, I can't look at the Pistons and be like, damn, y'all losing. But it's like, you as a team, it looks like you guys could be a problem. You know what I mean? And the Magic, it's weird because they kept some games competitive. They did. And watching them is just disgusting. It's horrible. Watching the Magic is horrible. Absolutely horrible. I don't wish that upon anyone, man. And if you're a Magic fan, look, Paolo's a beast. You know what you got moving forward. Build around him, you'll be fine. Franz, I don't think he's gonna be an all-star. I just don't think he just doesn't have the it factor in being able to score at will. He can facilitate kind of at a decent level, but his open shot ability is not there. Like, he is very shaky. Again, he's fundamentally sound, but that's it. And Jalen Suggs is just not it at all. Very, very low IQ level basketball player. And it's just kind of like, damn, bro, like, really? Like, this is what we're doing? Like, this is how far we've come? Wendell Carter looks good, but I don't know how long it's going to take for y'all to be good for him to stick around long enough, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Magic, it was really tough watching against the Thunder. Oh my God. Anyway, the Nets. I know some of y'all been waiting for that name, Kyrie Irving, to be said. Am I a believer that they will turn it around? Honestly, I don't know. If they do sign Ime Udoka, I will say they will have the most toxic locker room of all time. Kyrie Irving, clearly, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you're with him or against him or whatever you feel towards the situation, clearly wherever he goes, there's drama. Literally, wherever he goes, there is drama. That cannot be ignored. That cannot be denied. Cannot argue otherwise. Wherever he goes, there is drama. I've just never seen a team. The Cleveland Browns get destroyed on for getting Deshaun Watson, but I've never seen a team, just more so than one player, just get destroyed on. And it's like, yeah, no, they're definitely getting destroyed on. I mean, Ben Simmons is already out, with the knee injury. Kevin Durant just doesn't look invested emotionally. that young core just beyond disrespectful. It just seemed like Steve Nash had no love and he was screwed from the get. Like, there's nothing you could do. Just a bunch of egos walking in the room. Like, I don't know. I think a lot's gonna have to change, and I don't know if it's gonna happen this season. I don't know what's gonna happen. Obviously, I'm not a player. I don't know what's happening inside the locker room and how Steve Nash was as a person, but from the outside looking in, I gotta say it's a disgusting situation to be a part of. And yeah, the Nets just, as a whole don't look like a team. They look very invested into themselves as individuals, which it's not going to take you anywhere in this league. Yeah, moving to the Western Conference. Suns look good. You know, there was this drama with DeAndre in before. Man, the Suns just look good. Cameron Johnson looks like he belongs as a starter. D-Book doing D-Book things. Kyle Bridges, the same player. Literally nothing's changed. Literally. Chris Paul, you know, even as he ages, still finds a way to facilitate and to be involved. The Suns as a team are just good. You know what I mean? Like, nothing's changed with them. The question is what will happen in the playoffs. You know, that's the biggest question. But for now, they look good. Blazers, I don't know. I guess with the Blazers, we'll see as time goes. I'm definitely concerned about their play, more so because it just seems like it feels like a lot of the times that they win, their opponents are just shooting themselves in the foot. Look at this Rockets game. That was just all the Rockets just shooting themselves in the foot. Lost to the Heat. Lost to the Nuggets on a real bad day. Lakers shot themselves in the foot. They should have won. Suns shot themselves in the foot. They should have won. And this game was competitive. So, looking just again at the Blazers, they're definitely a playoff level team. I just don't know how serious they are, because it just seems like, not to be like disrespectful towards their victories, but it just seems like their opponents are losing as opposed to the Blazers actually winning. Granted, Damian Lillard is just that good though, so we'll see. The Jazz and the Spurs, what the hell's going on here, man? Y'all gonna start losing eventually. You don't have the team to compete in the playoffs. I mean, I'd be shocked if they wanted to continue to just wreak havoc and win the way that they are, because they're not. I mean, I don't know. I don't see how they could compete in the playoffs. Lauri Markkanen, though, is playing out of his freaking mind. Keldon Johnson from the Spurs playing out of his freaking mind. I mean, it's impressive. Honestly, it's really impressive. Did not expect what I'm seeing. Pelicans will be fine. BI's going to come back. Zion's going to be healthy. He'll be fine. Pelicans are going to be really good. Jamal Murray is still really rusty. Really rusty. Their bench is not good. Bones Highland, shaky. Can play good, can play bad. Defensively, got to improve. Their rookie Brown is, I know it's spelled like it's Braun, but it's Brown. He's actually looks pretty solid. I forgot his first name. Let me highlight this. Oh, Bruce Brown, by the way, has been playing pretty solid. Christian Brown. Yeah, it's spelled like Braun, but it's Brown. He's been pretty solid, man. I like what I'm seeing from him. Bones went off against the Jazz. 26 points. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, their bench just isn't it. I think DeAndre Jordan sucks. Jeff Green's okay. Christian Brown. But I feel like their bench unit is just not... Like, they're not capable of keeping them in the game if they're down by any means. They're not capable of keeping things afloat. I think runs can definitely happen. But Michael Porter Jr. is a sniper. Pop, pop. Like, that dude is literally a sniper. If he's open, he's not missing. It's crazy. That dude is so good. He can just let it fly, man. Grizzlies, Jaw's out, but he's going to come back. Y'all be fine. Thunder, he won 4 in a row. I'll be damned, dude. Winning against the Magic, which is a given because the Magic suck. Came back against the Mavs. That was a shocker. Beat the Clippers twice. I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what the Thunder do. But I don't expect that to carry on. The Rockets suck. play very undisciplined. I think Steven Silas, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. How do I pronounce his name? Steven Silas, I believe, is not a good head coach. I'm just a believer that he's not a good head coach. I've been watching him. This is his third year now, and so many decisions and, you know, some of the lineups and just, I know you're not working with the best, but my God, dude, like I just, you shouldn't be 1-7 with KPJ and Jalen Green. Like, I'm just sorry. 1-7. I mean, I get the tank is on, but Eric Gordon's still there, my guy. Like, you shouldn't be this bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's not his fault. I just don't see it. Lakers, I think things will turn more forward. I don't think they'll be down here forever. Kings, yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, this is a weird time. Golden State, especially their second unit's just holding them back, man. It really is. I mean, Jordan Poole didn't play well against the Heat. You know, James Wiseman needs time to continue to grow. Moses Moody getting some valuable minutes, but Kuminga doesn't really get a lot of time, and Klay Thompson just shoots shots in the fourth quarter like he's Jesus Christ walking on planet Earth. And I don't understand it. You know, I get that Klay can shoot, but he can't defend anymore, guys. Like, I'm sorry, his legs are shot. Watching this guy defend is just not it. And the shots that he's taking is just like, some of them are open. And like, yeah, shoot that, Klay. Some of them are like, what the hell? What the hell is that? So it's like, I don't know. You're not going to bench Klay, but it's so not the same at all, man. At all. He's just not the same player. Clippers will be fine once, you know, John Wall gets that full-on load. And seeing Kawhi is worrisome. He's not back at all, and he's missing games, and it's very worrisome. If Kawhi does not heal, then the Clippers are not winning anything. Nothing. Their future is very reliant on Kawhi moving forward. But I think even with just John Wall back, they'll definitely be 7-8 seed even without Kawhi. Mavericks, it's really weird seeing them 3-3 with Luka playing as good as he is, Christian Wood playing as good as he is. I don't know. I think I just, for one, they shouldn't have lost to the Thunder and choked up a storm there. But I mean, as games progress, we'll see things, you know, fall where they truly should fall. Just a weird time in the NBA, man. Like, teams that are, what is this? What's happening, bro? Teams that we thought would suck are not sucking right now. What is going on? But yeah, you know, that's a quick rundown of the past week. A couple players to mention that are going off. Let's see. Well, obviously Luka's doing his thing. Giant playing. Zion, B.I. Oh, Russell Westbrook, by the way, had a pretty good game two good games off the bench. That's worth noting. Tyrese Maxey had a blow-up game. Yeah, I don't know. Not so much player performance. I mean, I guess if we're talking about the low key, you know, Dennis Smith Jr. finding a home in Charlotte, right? That's pretty wild. Dennis Smith Jr., the guy who was with the Mavs, looked good his rookie season, then flopped the rest, then went to the Knicks, then looked terrible. Looking good with the Hornets. Okay. Dennis Smith Jr., I see you. But yeah, I mean, really, just, I don't even think it's more so player performance aside from Lauri Markkanen. That's the name that's blowing up, playing out of his freaking mind. Player nobody thought would be doing that. Lauri Markkanen. Damn. But anyway, appreciate y'all for watching. As always, this is All We've Been Different. All We've Been Different. And we out.